Welcome into Hodges Fieldhouse here for today's game between the Iowa Central Tritons and the William Penn JV team. As Iowa Central controls the opening tip, and they'll move the ball around as Javante Keck gets it stolen away from him. Here comes William Penn. William Penn moving the ball around, trying to go inside, lets it flow, and is no good. Rebound, offensive rebound though by William Penn. The pass is stolen away though. Here comes Marquise Henry. Henry will slow it down. Gives out to Abdul Nasar. Nasar gives it over to Henry. Gibb wide open for three. Nailed it. Andrew Gibb, his first three of the ball game. Number three, Cameron Blackman with the ball. He'll fire for three. That's no good. Rebounded by Keck. Here comes Henry. Going up the floor. Here's Gibb. Lays it in for two. Blackman with the ball. Looking to set up the offense. Gives it over to Granger for three. And that is good. 5-3 early here in the first half. Henry tried to get it inside. Here's Marquise Henry. He'll fire for three. That is good.
That was a nice step back.
Yes. Blackman, he'll fire for two from the free throw line. It's no good. Offensive rebound by William Penn, and it is knocked away by Andrew Gibb. And Gibb will bring it up the court. Goes all the way to the rim, and they will call the foul on the floor. Oh, nope. They will count it. At first, it looked like a on-the-floor foul, but then they changed it to a and one. And we have a early timeout here by William Penn. Dawson, what do you think are some keys to Iowa Central? They got off to the really fast start. What do you think they got to do to keep it going?
I just think they got to keep making sure that William Penn doesn't get the offensive rebounds. They've gotten a few pretty quick off in this game. They can limit the offensive rebounds, keep transitioning it pretty quick down the court like they have been. I think they're going to do a pretty good job in this game of pulling this one out.
Yeah, Iowa Central allowing a lot of offensive boards on their defensive side, but William Penn has not been able to cash in on those second chance opportunities. That's why they find themselves down early 10-3 as Gibb is about to go to the line to shoot his and one free throw. Gibb's free throw is up and good. 11-3 here in the first 2 minutes of this game. A really fast start here for Iowa Central, as William Penn now will try to get some offense going, as Blackman will bring it up the court. Is over to Clinton, over to Gleason, back out to Clinton for three, no good, and an offensive rebound by the Tritons. Here comes Keck. Gives over to Gibb, over to Henry, a wide open three. That's no good, off the rim, and a rebounded by William Penn. Here comes Blackman. Blackman trying to get it down low. Loses the handle on it. Here comes Henry. Henry gives it over to Keck. Over to Abdul Nasar. Great ball movement there as Gibb tried to shoot the three, but it is no good. Comes William Penn again, and a two-pointer is good by Christian Clinton. 11-5. Here's Abdul Nasar, who will be fouled on the play. He'll go on number 2, Christian Clinton. Abdul Nasar will inbound it to Henry. Passes out to Gibb. Great cut there by Abdul Nasar, and he'll lay it in for 2. Here's William Penn now with the ball. Passes out to Clinton. Clinton tried to go inside, passes it back out to the 3-point line, and it is no good, but we do have a foul on Marquise Henry. Keyshawn Gleason will go to the line for 3 free throws. Gleason for his first free throw. It is good. 13-6. Second free throw just off the rim. Gleason will look for his final free throw. It's up and it is also no good, and a rebounded by Iowa Central. Here comes the Triton offense, and we have a foul called on William Penn. They'll go on Jalen Granger. They'll be on the floor, so Iowa Central will take it out of bounds. Abdul Nasar will get it into Keck, over to Henry, over to Hurst. Hurst driving it in. Nice little pump fake there, and he gets it to go for 2.
That was a nice little pump fake there to open up the shot.
Yes, it was. Here's Blackman with the ball, a little step back 3, and that is good. What an answer there by Cameron Blackman. Here comes Abdul Nasar. Over to Keck, and going out to Gibb, back out to 3 for Keck, and that is 3. Is good. 18-9. Great start by Iowa Central, both on the offensive side and starting to pick things up on the defensive side as well. Here's William Penn, and Christian Clinton will get called for a travel. Here's Abdul Nasar. Abdul Nasar gives it to Gibb. Over to Hurst. Hurst almost got stolen away. He goes up there for 2. Tried to get his own board, but he just can't corral it. Here comes William Penn. William Penn with a little jump shot from the corner. It is no good. Here comes Iowa Central, Abdul Nasar. Abdul Nasar trying to make something happen. Here's Marquise Henry, gets it down low to Keck. Keck with a little turnaround, and that is no good. Here comes William Penn. Here's Clinton. His 3 it will be airballed, but it is almost saved by William Penn, but just not in time. Iowa Central will take over. (18-9) with 14:26 left to play here in the first half, as Abdul Nasar tried to make a move, but he passes out to Henry for 3, just no good. As Jeremiah Hurst forces a jump ball with Clinton, and it will stay with William Penn. William Penn has been struggling here on offense and defensively, so trying to make something happen here. As jump shot is good by number 13, Jalen Granger. Big answer there for them. Abdul Nasar, he gives it out there. Gibb, what a move to the inside. Almost lost it, but kept with it and able to get inside for 2.
Gibb's playing some pretty aggressive basketball today.
Yes, indeed, but there's an answer. Jalen Granger for 3. William Penn starting to pick it up on the offensive side. Here's Marquise Henry. Goes it over to Keck. Keck will fire from the corner 3. It's no good. Here comes William Penn. William Penn looking to push the ball a little bit. Trying to go inside. There's a 3 ball. That's no good. Rebounded by Abdul Nasser. Abdul Nasser will bring it up. He gives it out to Keck. Over to Gibb. Over to Hurst. Some great ball movement here by the Tritons. And Marquise Henry had the right idea to try to get it down to Jeremiah Hurst, but it's just not there. As William Penn tries a 3 on the other end, and it's rebounded by Keck. Abdul Nasser gets his ball stolen away. Here comes William Penn once again. Inside is Blackman, and he's going to be fouled on the floor by Abdul Nasser. William Penn to inbound the ball as referee telling a player to tuck his jersey in. And a great inbounds there, and it is good for an and one. That was Jalen Granger. Again, he's been a really big workhorse today for William Penn, and he's keeping William Penn in this ball game early in this game.
That was a smart play down in the paint to get that inbounded in.
Granger's free throw is off the front rim. It's no good. Marquise Henry with the rebound. As Iowa Central trying to keep their momentum. As Keck gives it over to Henry. Henry over to Keck. Marquise Henry trying to make something happen. He gets to the rim, but he is going to be fouled. And it'll be a shooting foul as Henry will go to the free throw line. Henry looking to shoot his first free throw. First free throw is up and good. Henry's second shot is up, and that is also good. 22-16, 12-17 left here in the first half. As William Penn has clawed back after being down by 9 points at one point. Now they're only down by 6 here, and a foul will be called on the play. The shot was up and good, but the referees are going to call it on the floor, so William Penn going to take it out of bounds. Here's William Penn now. Clinton passing it down low to Alexander, but ball's going to be knocked away. Last touch by the Tritons. William Penn will once again try, and now we have a blocking foul on William Penn. Here come the Tritons once again. Jeremiah Hurst trying to go inside, and it gets the ball knocked away from him. Here comes William Penn with a burst of speed. Great move by Clinton, and the shot is no good. Iowa Central will take over once again, playing great defense here on transition. As Jeremiah Hurst wrestles the ball back from him, and he gets it and one. Jeremiah Hurst will go to the line for his and one. And it is good, 25-16. A lot of foul. William Penn in early foul trouble. They already have 6 fouls early here in the first, not even the first 10 minutes. Already 6 fouls on William Penn. Here's William Penn with Blackman. Blackman with a little jump shot, and that is no good. It is rebounded by Chang. Here comes Abdul Nasser. Nasser will be fouled. And another foul. Oh, excuse me. It'll be on Iowa Central.
I believe they called it carry.
Carry. William Penn on offense. They get the ball. They missed their shot, and then Chang and then another William Penn player were going for it, and they will call a foul on Chang, on William Penn, and Iowa Central will now take over. Here's Marquise Henry over to Keck. Keck will go for 3. That's no good. Here comes William Penn. William Penn gets the shot off, and Keck will get called for a foul. Keyshawn Gleason will shoot a couple free throws for William Penn. His first one is up, and it is good. Gleason getting ready to shoot his second free throw. Second free throw is up, and it is good. 25-18. 10:32 left here in the first half. Here's Chang with the ball. Gets to the rim and is fouled on the play.
That was a nice little pump fake there.
Yeah, you know, you don't see a lot of big men know how to use their skills like that.
Not at all. You also don't see many defenders baiting at big men.
Yes.
That pull the pump fake.
Chang's first free throw is good. Second free throw is up, and that is good as well. Here's William Penn with the ball. Here's Blackman. Gives it over to Gleason. Back out to Blackman. Over to Hackett. Here's Blackman for 3. That's no good. Rebounded by Josh Folker. It's the first time we're seeing him today. William Penn gets the turnover, and then Gleason goes right to the rim and is going to get fouled on the play. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
That was quick thinking decision over there not to get the backcourt violation and pass it back up front.
Yeah, very heads-up play there by William Penn. Gleason once again at the free throw line. His first free throw is up and good. Jeremiah Hurst will come into the ball game now for the Tritons. Gleason getting ready to shoot his second free throw. It's up, and it is good. Halfway mark here in the game. 27-20, Iowa Central up on top of William Penn. Here's Abdul Nasser. Gives over to Gibb. Gibb's going to get called for a violation, and it will go to William Penn. Here's William Penn moving the ball around. Gives over to Hackett. Hackett tried to get the three. He doesn't get it, but offensive rebounded by William Penn. That was Holman. Gets the offensive board, puts it up for two, and he gets fouled on the play.
Iowa Central's fallen in a little bit of foul trouble here too.
Yeah, both teams have been getting a lot of fouls been called. Foul trouble has been the early key in this game as Holman gets his and one free throw to drop. Here comes Abdul Nasser. He gives it over to Folkerts. Over to Gibb. Back out to Folkerts. Gibb to Folkerts again. Folkerts finally shoots the three, and he nails it. Folkerts, a very good shooter who's really come on after early in the semester. He didn't play a lot in the first semester, but now the second semester, it's a new semester. Now he's playing a lot now, as William Penn gets a bucket, 30-25. Abdul Nasser gives it over to Gibb, over to Chang. Chang's shot is no good. Here's William Penn now. They'll shoot a three. That's good. That is Q Kasi. Q Kasi with the three-pointer. All of a sudden, it's a 2-point basketball game. Iowa Central moving the ball around. Here's Gall. He passes it over to Gibb. Over to Folkerts. Over to Abdul Nasser. Folkerts will shoot again for three. It's no good. Offensive rebound by Chang. Chang trying to get a hold of it, but he's able to give it out to Gall. Gall over to Folkerts, over to Abdul Nasser. Abdul Nasser over to Gall. A lot of movement here on offense. They finally shoot the shot, but now it's another offensive rebound by Chang, and he still can't get it to go. That was a heck of a sequence there as William Penn finally gets the ball. Here's Q Kasi again, and then it is all tied up at 30. 7:29 left in the first half. What do you think's been going wrong with Iowa Central here?
I think they just can't. They're not really making their shots. Like they get a couple wide open looks, they're clanking it off the rim, and then even when they get their offensive rebounds, kind of like William Penn early in the game, they're not making their second chance buckets. So and foul trouble. They were the whole game. William Penn's had at least 3 more fouls than them, and now they're all equal on fouls. So they just got to limit the foul trouble and just start hitting their shots.
Yeah, a big storyline early in this game has been the foul trouble. Each team was 17 fouls. And now Iowa Central hasn't been making their shots, and then all of a sudden William Penn has crawled their way back into this game, tying the game, and now we have a basketball game on our hands. Here's Folkerts. He inbounds it to Abdul Nasser. Abdul Nasser over to Folkerts, over to Gaw. Gaw to Abdul Nasser. Folkerts again, and now Abdul Nasser will fire a three, and that is good. A big three there for Iowa Central. Here's William Penn now, trying to get the ball up, and that is good. We have a stoppage in play. And now here, Iowa Central will retain possession. (33-32), 6:43 left in the first half. Abdul Nasser with the ball, gives over to Folkerts. DeMonte Gall now with the ball. Great ball movement early here for Iowa Central. Try to get it down low. Iowa Central just keeps moving the ball around. Great ball movement. Looking for a great shot. The floater looked like a good shot, but just went off the front rib. Here comes William Penn. William Penn moving the ball. Gives it over to Gleason. Gleason fires for three. That would have gave him the lead. And now Abdul Nasser tried to save it, but it's off of William Penn and Iowa Central ball. Iowa Central looking to make something happen. They were up pretty big in the first, pretty good lead in the first half at some point, early in the point, but just haven't had their touch since then. As Marquise Henry tries the three, and the struggles on offense continue for Iowa Central. Here's William Penn with the ball. Gives it over to Kazi, but Kazi's three is going to be airballed. As Abdul Nasser gives it over to Gaw. Gaw back out to Abdul Nasser for three. No good. Blackman for William Penn, looking to slow down the pace of this ball game. Here's Gleason. Gives it over to Blackman for three. No good. Josh Folkerts with the offensive board. Gives it over to Henry. Marquise Henry. And another three-pointer try for Iowa Central is good. Abdul Nasser. 36-32. 4:37 left to play in the first half. We have a foul now on William Penn. They'll have a push-off. Iowa Central now back with the ball. Gives it over to Marquise Henry. Iowa Central just looking for an open shot. Just can't find it right now. Ball just keeps moving. Here's Gall now. He has a lane though. Lost the handle. Keeps battling and he gets fouled. Mate Gall at the free throw line now for Iowa Central. As he attempts his first free throw, it is up and good. Mate Gall will now attempt his second free throw. It's up and good. (38-32), less than 4 minutes left here in the play. Here's William Penn with a nice shot. That was number 24, Holman. Volkerts try to get it inside, and he's going to be fouled now. Josh Volkerts at the line now for Iowa Central. Volkerts' first free throw is up and good. Folkert's second free throw is up, and that is good as well. Here comes William Penn. Here's Derek Holman with the ball. Gives it over to Finney, and Finney's shot is going to be airballed. Here's Marquise Henry. Gives it over to Josh Folkerts. Folkerts over to Abdul Nasser. Over to Marquise Henry. Back down low to Kabamba. Josh Folkerts gets the ball knocked away from him. Over to Henry. Henry over to Gaw. Gaw will try a jump shot off the dribble, and it is no good. Here comes William Penn. He has a wide open lane, but a great steal, though, by Marquise Henry. And here comes Josh Folkerts. And then before DeMonte Gaw could establish his movement, he traveled. Here's William Penn. Gives it down low to Holman. Holman with a nice little jump hook, and it is good. 40-36, 2:25 now left to play. DeMonte Gaw gives it over to Abdul Nasser, over to Folkerts. Folkerts over to Gaw. Over to Henry. Henry for three. That's no good. Folkerts trying to save it. He does. Here's Abdul Nasser. Back to Folkerts. Nice little pass back to Abdul Nasser, and Abdul Nasser hits a three-pointer. And a timeout's been taken by William Penn. 43-36, 1 minute and 52 seconds left here in the ball game. It's been an interesting game so far. A lot of hot, it's like kind of like a it's either you're hot or cold at this point. You know, Iowa Central's been hot at some points. William Penn's been hot at some points. Both teams has been cold at some points. What do you think Iowa Central should do here to close out the half?
Close out the half. Basically, just keep playing the lockdown defense they've been playing for the majority of the game. Keep hitting their open shots like they've been doing for the most part, and then just grab all the boards they can.
Here comes Q Cossey for William Penn. Here's Hackett now with the ball, trying to move, and his shot is no good. Here's Marquise Henry now, gives back to Abdul Nasser. Abdul Nasser for three, no good. He's been on fire the last couple of trips, but just couldn't get that one to go. Here comes William Penn. Get over to Hackett, back to Kazi, down low to Holman. Holman back out to the three-point line. Here's Hackett for three, no good. Rebounded by Marquise Henry. Henry gets his pockets picked, but he's able to get the ball back. Here comes Josh Folkerts. Folkerts back out to Abdul Nasser, over to Henry. Henry for three, that is no good. And the ball is out of bounds. It was last touched by number 24, Kamamba. And here comes William Penn. William Penn's got 40 seconds, plenty of time. Here comes Hackett. Gives it over to Holman. Holman almost felt like a foul to him, but it wasn't called like that. So here comes Iowa Central. They have 15 seconds, and shot clock has been turned off, and Iowa Central will look for the last shot. Here's Folkerts. Folkerts, though, before he can drive to the lane, stepped out of bounds. And now with 6.2 seconds, William Penn now has the basketball. Here comes Kazi with the ball for three, no good. And that will conclude the first half. Iowa Central 43, William Penn 36. We'll take a quick timeout here for the half. Here we'll be right back here in about 10 minutes. We'll stay tuned here on the Triton Nation Network. Welcome back to Hodges Fieldhouse here as the Iowa Central Tritons are taking on William Penn JV. Their score at the half is Iowa Central 43, William Penn 36. And the big storyline of the first half was fouls. Both teams accounted as a whole 17 total team fouls in that first half. So what do you think are some keys, Dawson, for Iowa Central and William Penn to limit their fouls?
I mean, stick to the game plan on defense. Like, it seems like they're kind of, if a pass goes somewhere they're not expecting, like they have multiple guys kind of running over, or if it gets down in the paint, they have a couple guys jumping, and that immediately is going to draw a foul once they just kind of bump into you. So kind of just making sure you got your guy and not, like, messing up, I guess.
As we are about to get underway here in the second half. Blackman will have the ball. Gives it down low to Holman, and Holman, right out of the half, William Penn strikes first. Here's Keck now with the ball. Gives over to Abdul Nasser. It gives it down to Jeremiah Hirsch down low. Here's Keck now for three, and a three-pointer is good for Javante Keck. Here's Blackman for William Penn. He gives it over to Granger. Granger trying to make something happen. Steps back from three, and it is no good. Rebounded, though, by William Penn. Rebounded by Oboel, but it's no good. Here comes Henry. Henry going to pull up for three. It's no good. Keck tried to put it back, but he is unsuccessful as it went out of his hands. Here's Blackman down low to a wide open Holman. Here's Abdul Nasser. Gives over to Gibb. Over to Keck. Back out to Abdul Nasser. Down low to Hurst. Hurst trying to back down his defender. Hooks it up and is no good. Here comes Clinton for William Penn. Over to Blackman. Blackman going to fire a three-pointer. It's no good. Granger tried to get a hold of it, but he tipped it to an Iowa Central defender. Here's Gibb. Gibb gets inside and is going to get blocked on that play. And here comes Oboel. Oboel can't get his layup to go, but rebounded by Blackman, and Blackman gets stuffed. Gets the ball back, and he gets stuffed again.
Ugly offensive possession right there.
Here's Abdul Nasser. Over to Marquise Henry. Over down Gibb. Down low to Hurst. Here's William Penn coming down the court. Free throw layup is no good. Rebounded by Keck. Here comes Abdul Nasser. Javante Keck over to Gibb. Gibb for a three, and it is good. Here's Blackman with the ball. Blackman airballs a easy jump hook. Now here comes Abdul Nasser. Over to Keck. Keck for a wide open three. Rebounded by Granger. Here comes William Penn with Granger. Granger's had the hot hand for William Penn as tries to go towards the rim, but is unsuccessful as he also falls down on the floor. And now here comes Iowa Central. Andrew Gibb. Nice little move there. Try to get inside, but is unsuccessful. Gives it down low to Hurst. Back out to Gibb. Back out to Keck. Back to Abdul Nasser. and a turnover as the Abdul Nasser's pass goes off the hands of Gibb. Here's Blackman with the ball. Gives over to Clinton. Over to Holman. Holman. Shot's no good. Rebounded by Jeremiah Hurst. Over to Abdul Nasser. Over to Hurst. Hurst over to Keck. Back over to Gibb. Gibb for a three. It's no good. Here's Clinton. Gives it over to Granger. Granger, nice little move to the rim, but it's no good. And rebounded by Gibb. Gibb getting double teamed here. Can't quite seem to get the ball out. Tried to give it to Abdul Nasser, but it goes out of bounds.
Coach Helly did not like that play.
Yeah, you know, just Gibb couldn't really see where Abdul Nasser was, and Abdul Nasser couldn't see where Gibb was, and it just causes a lot of confusion, just ultimately caused them a turnover. But here's William Penn off the turnover and gets it in for an easy two-pointer. Here's Marquise Henry over down low to Keck. Keck down low to Hurst. Hurst is going to be fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Jeremiah Hurst at the line. His first free throw is off of the front rim. Hurst. Second free throw this time is good. Now here comes William Penn. 3-ball for Granger is no good. Rebounded by Abdul Nasser. Here comes, tried to throw it up to Gibb, but it has another turnover. Here comes Granger again over to Blackman, and a travel will be called on Blackman. Here's Arthur Weston for Iowa Central. Gives it over to Henry back out to Weston for a 3, and it is no good. And here comes William Penn. Clinton over to down low to Alexander. Alexander will be fouled on that play. Here's Alexander. His first free throw is up and good. Alexander again for a free throw is up and good. Here's Marquise Henry. Gives over to Keck, and we have a foul on William Penn. They'll get a little push on Blackman. Weston will inbound to Hurst. Hurst can't get it to go, gets his own board, and he puts it up again. It is no good. Rebounded by William Penn. William Penn setting up their offense. Here's Blackman. And we'll have a turnover as the Iowa Central will take over. Marquise Henry gives it over to Keck. Marquise Henry down low to Hurst. Hurst trying to get the ball to himself. Here gives it out to Keck. Keck fired from 3 and it's no good. Here's Clinton now with the ball. Here's Blackman down low to Alexander, and a nice little pass, a little alley-oop there for William Penn. Here's Jeremiah Hurst down low and gets it and one.
This half's been a lot more in the paint play than three-point play.
Yeah. There's Jeremiah Hurst as he nails his and one free throw. And we'll have a substitutions for Iowa Central. Jeremy Kambamba will come into the basketball game. He'll come in for Jeremiah Hurst. As Blackman gives it over to Granger. Granger going to fire for 3 at the top of the key, and it falls through. 53-49, 12:34 left in the second half. And as Iowa Central has the ball now, as they get a turnover, here comes Blackman for William Penn. Gives it over to Clinton, but Clinton will be called for a travel. It could have been a great opportunity there for William Penn to score in transition, but just a little mental error there for William Penn, and it'll go back to the Tritons. There's Marquise Henry. Over to Weston. Back over to Gibb. Back out to Weston. Down low to Kamamba. Kamamba with a nice little move, and that's an easy 2-pointer. Here's Holman over at the corner. Gives it over to Granger. Granger going to have a heat check there, but it's no good. Here's Marquise Henry over to Gibb. Gibb goes inside, tried to lay it in, but Kamamba is there to clean it up. Here comes Blackman. Gives it over to Granger. Granger moving the ball, trying to go inside. Over to Blackman. Blackman, floater, no good. Here comes the Tritons. Here's Keck. Gives it over to Weston. And that ball, it goes out of bounds. It was last touched by William Penn. Here's Kamamba, gives it over to Weston. Henry, to Folkerts, over to Keck. Here's Folkerts from the corner 3, and that is good. Iowa Central very quietly starting to pull away here. They have a double-digit lead. It is 60-49 with 10:37 left here in the game. Here's Blackman now trying to make something happen. The game's starting to slip away here for William Penn. Clinton loses the handle on it, but there will be a foul called on Henry. Here is William Penn off the inbounds pass. Here's Holman. Holman trying to go inside. A nice little move, but just a swarm of Triton defenders are there to stop him. Here's Marquise Henry. He's just going to fire that up, and that's just too good. Timeout taken. 63-49. Tritons with the lead. 10:06 left here in the first half of the midway point. What are some keys here for William Penn? You know, they very quietly starting to slip away here.
I think one of the keys is really limit the wide open shots. Like, they've gotten a couple, at least 2 back-to-back wide open threes. They're limiting it, or they're not making any baskets right now. They're letting everything bounce off the rim a little early, so just making some baskets and honestly just playing a little better defense because they're letting everything go in and letting everybody get wide open.
Yeah, you know, it's just, it was very quietly that William Penn starting to slip away here. It was, you know, it's been a close game all throughout, but then all of a sudden Iowa Central is starting to make some stops on the defensive side and just starting to pull away here. All of a sudden, it's a 14-point game with 10 minutes left to play in the game. So if you're William Penn, you need to do something right here, right now.
They let it slip from a 4-point game to a 14-point game in about 2 minutes.
Yeah. Nice. That was a nice little run, though, for the Tritons. Here's Blackman trying to get something going here for William Penn. Here's Clinton. Gives it into Holman. Back out to Clinton for a 3. And there's a good answer there. Way to come out of the timeout there for William Penn. Here's Josh Folkerts over to Marquise Henry. Arthur Weston over to Folkerts, over to Chang, over to Kamamba. And Kamamba, the ball was out of bounds. It was last touched by William Penn. Here's Arthur Weston, inbounds it to Henry. Henry's three-pointer's no good, and it was last touched by Chang for Iowa Central. Here's Blackman for Iowa Central. Iowa Central is going to get called for a foul, and William Penn will go to the free throw line.
If you're William Penn, this is exactly what you wanted out of that timeout.
Yeah, for sure. They started out with the 3. Now they get the stop defensively over on the other side of the ball. Now they get the foul called on Iowa Central. Now they're starting to do a little something here. And Blackman goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Here comes Iowa Central. Over to Folkerts. And Folkerts is shot. Over to Alexander. And then a mental. And now we have a technical foul.
What did he do?
Well, there is some sort of foul on William Penn. At first, I thought it was a technical, but I think they're going to call it there was a late over the back call on the play. So a late call there on William Penn, but now gives Iowa Central the ball. And a turnover has been caused by William Penn, and William Penn was going to take over. It's a 8-point game, 63-55, 8:20 left to play, as Blackman with the ball for William Penn. Here's William Penn, gives it over to Clinton. Clinton going to fire a three. It's off the front rim, but an offensive board by Alexander. Alexander's shot, though, is blocked. Here comes Iowa Central. Here comes Marquise Henry. Henry.
What a move.
Here's Blackman now with the ball. Blackman, shot is up, and it is no good. Arthur Weston will have the ball now. Here's Marquise Henry. He'll try a three, but a nice rebound there by Kamamba. Lost it out of bounds. It'll stay with Iowa Central.
Kamamba's height has been a big factor in this ever since he came in the second half.
Yeah, he's a really tall guy. Nice length and a right body type for a perfect center. Add some height that the Tritons desperately need. They're really more of a smaller lineup. Their tallest guy being 6'7". Here's Kamamba. Here's over to Dang. Here's Josh Folkerts. Folkerts gonna let that fly for a three. It almost went in, but just not enough as it go to William Penn. And now a steal here by Folkerts. Here comes Iowa Central, and a nice little move, but can't get it to go. But there's Kamamba to clean it up. Here's Clinton, gives it over to, and we have a foul on the play. Number 10, Gleason, he will go to the line. Gleason's first free throw is up and no good. Gleason's second free throw is up and that is also good. That is good. He goes 1 for 2 from that trip. Here's Weston, gives it over to Kamamba. Kamamba with a nice little hook shot, and that is another great play by him. Here comes William Penn, looking to push the pace, but it's no good. Rebounded by Keck. Almost got it swatted away. Here comes Weston, gives over to Henry. Over to Kamamba. Down low to Kamamba, and it gets it stripped. Here's Clinton, gives it over to number 12, Plum. And that will be good. And he'll get a shot at the free throw line for an and one. And now we have a timeout being called. Yeah, you know, a really sneaky a really quiet double-digit lead for Iowa Central. 69-58, 5:53 left to play in this game. William Penn showed some promise from the first half, but then have slowly started to have their lead, their momentum coming out of that last timeout starting to slip away. So what do you think William Penn needs to do to get that momentum back?
From what I've been seeing, they honestly they've been playing pretty good defense, not letting many of the shots fall, but they just need to start hitting their shots, and I honestly think they need to start putting a big guy on Kamamba because he is grabbing rebounds. He's getting pretty open in the paint. He's having a good second half.
Yeah, Kamamba, he's added a lot of height to this Iowa Central team. I didn't see him much play in the first semester, but now second semester now he's starting to play a lot more. So now he's added a really big presence for this Triton basketball team.
Very tall and athletic kid.
Yeah. Plums will shoot his free throw and it's up and good. 69-59. Here's Marquise Henry. Here's Weston over to Henry. Weston now with the ball, gives it over to Keck. Keck back over to Weston. Weston looking to drive in. Here gives out to Kamamba. Back out to Folkerts. Folkerts, though, is going to get bumped, and he will get fouled. Arthur Weston inbounds it to Folkerts. Over to Henry. Down low to Keck. Keck backing him down, and he goes inside for a 2. Nice little jump hook there. There's Clinton with the ball. Gives it over to Holman. Gives it over now to Hackett. Hackett will get fouled, though, by Josh Folkerts will get called for the foul. That's only the second foul on him. Here's William Penn. Over to Clinton. Clinton gonna fire a 3-ball. It's no good, but there's a pickup there by Holsom. And then now there's a board by the Kamamba. And now here comes Henry. A little slower of pace. Keck looking to push it now. Over to Henry. Henry has a wide open jump shot in the middle of the paint, and that is good. Here's Folkerts now with the steal off the inbound.
What a move from Folkerts.
Here's Weston. Weston for 2, and now all of a sudden 75-59. Iowa Central now starting to pull away from William Penn.
Weston's a good shooter. He got hot in the last home game.
Yeah, he was really good. I didn't really see him a lot either in the first semester, but now I see him now a lot in this game now coming off the bench.
I feel like this second semester has been a lot of like time for freshmen to get their playing time and get into the system a little bit.
Yeah, there's a 3-ball that's good, though, by William Penn. And now here's Folkerts on the other end. Tried to go inside, but it's no good. Here's Hackett. Hackett for 3, and that's good. Now it's back down to a 10-point game, 75-65, 3:20 left to play in the game. Here's Marquise Henry. Marquise Henry over to Weston. And that pass is stolen away by Clinton. And now we have a foul going to be called on the Tritons.
That's the 30th total team foul this game.
Wow, that's a lot of fouls. William Penn's first free throw is up and it is good off the 1-and-1. Then now there's Clinton. He hits the second free throw as well. 75-67. All of a sudden back down to a single-digit lead. Oh, nice pass there by Abdel Nasser, but Keck wasn't paying attention, but then they give it up to the big man, Katamba. And now we have believe an injury on the play.
I think he landed on Kamamba's foot.
He did, and it could be a little bit of could be a little sprain there. We're going to pause until we get back into action. Your score, Iowa Central 75, William Penn 67. We'll be right back. Kamamba at the free throw line now for Iowa Central. Kamamba's first free throw was no good, and the first free throw was good, and this one is no good. 76-67 with 2:38 left to play here in the game. Here's Hackett for three, and that is no good. Rebounded by Kamamba. Here's Folkerts. Gives it up the court to Marquise Henry. Here's Abdel Nasser over to Keck. Oh. For a split second there, he had a wide open dunk, but then at the last second, William Penn defender goes in and breaks it up.
I was looking forward to that. That was a nice move. He had a wide open look at it. It's good defense, though, by William Penn to not allow it to happen.
Yes. Keck at the free throw line. His free throw is up and good. 77-67. We got a timeout being taken by Iowa Central. Iowa Central now with a timeout here. They're up 77-67. 2:12 left to play. At a split second there, William Penn was looking to make a little push here to try and keep it closer, even try to take the lead. But then Iowa Central turned it back on, made some moves, and are able to get back in control of this game. So with 2:12 left to play here, what do you think William Penn has to do to try and at least get this game to at least under 5 points?
think they basically just need to keep guarding the defense. It's going to help. They just pulled Kamamba from the game or out of the lineup for a little bit. So honestly, they just need to keep grabbing the rebounds and just kind of chipping away at the lead. Just keep grinding.
Yes. William Penn will have the ball. They'll have 2:12. They are down by 10 points. Hackett with the ball. Hackett's just going to fire up a 3-ball, but an offensive rebounded by number 10, Gleason. And Gleason will go to the free throw line. Gleason free throw is up and good. Gleason's second free throw is also good. (77-69). We're under 2 to play. And now we will have a technical foul being called on William Penn.
I'm not sure what William Penn was frustrated about. All I saw was one of their defenders get crossed up, and then their bench kind of started chirping.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't quite see what happened as well, but I did see William Penn's coach not be happy about a certain call or certain play happening, and then William Penn coach crossed the box, and then the coach was trying to get it. The other assistant coach was trying to get him back, and then ultimately it was too little, too late. Referee from across the court called the technical on him, which I was very surprised about too, because he was standing on the Dennis Pilcher court sign where the ref was standing, and then the coach was over by his coach's box, and then he called the technical from all the way over there. So that's very interesting. Here's Abdul Nasser over to Keck. Back to Abdul Nasser. Nasser was going to get called for a travel. That's a good call though for a referee. You know, it kind of looked not like it, but you kind of tell when he was taking those steps. It's just like it's a travel.
Took one tiny little too much of an extra step, and that'll get you every time.
Hackett over to Gleason. William Penn down by 8 points. They got 1:20, and they have plenty of time though. They just need to get a 2, just like that, and all of a sudden 77-71.
Just like that, that's 2 stops, 2 threes, and you can be right back in it.
Yeah, you don't really need to take the 3-pointers.
Oh, no, not at all.
You know, just need to get a good basket at this point.
Yep, just get some stops, get some wide open looks, and they could be right back in this.
Jeremiah Hurst, his shot's no good. Here comes William Penn now. 49 seconds left. Here's Gleason.
Anyway.
They're going to take a 3, and now it's a 77-74 game. It's a 3-point game. 43 seconds left in the game.
Well, William Penn didn't listen to us. They took the 3 anyway, but it looks like it paid off.
I think Gleason was just feeling it, I think.
Yeah,
he felt it coming on.
He's pretty open. Got himself, or shot it right after the pass. It was a good look. Just like that, 3-point game.
Yeah, if you're Iowa Central, what do you think you got to do now? You obviously, you got to hold the ball, but like, what do you think they should also do as well?
You got to hold the ball and just really really go whatever play they call, do it to the best of their ability. I'd say just get a wide open look, and if they don't make the bucket after they make it, either get the board or go get a stop, because otherwise it could be a tie game just like that.
little full court pressure here for William Penn, trying to put some pressure on the Tritons. Folkert's trying to get over the line, but he finds Abdul Nasser. He has a wide open Hurst. But Keck, Iowa Central just moving the ball, trying to run some clock out. The shot clock will be turned off after this, but there's a foul called on William Penn.
Foul doesn't make much sense to me there. You stop him, and it's a three-point game.
What is that? You gotta elaborate on that.
I mean, they don't foul him there. You stop him, you got 13 seconds to run a play, get a three, or even get a two, and risk or try getting another, or foul them, and it's a three-point game again.
Yeah.
Or a foul here, and it's gonna be potential for a 5-point game. But he missed the first, so it's only 4.
79 to 74.
Oh, I was wrong. He didn't miss the first.
79-74. William Penn will have the ball. 28 seconds. You could expect Iowa Central maybe to run the press, but I think they'll probably sit back. If I was them, I'd sit back and just play regular defense. So you only got 5 points. William Penn's going to look to get a quick shot here. They're going to look They're probably at this point going to try and look for a three-pointer. So I'd really guard the three-point line and then try to have some guys ready just in case they come inside.
Yep. The big thing is if they make that, or if William Penn makes a shot, you've got to make sure you've got your best free throw shooter inbound the ball because they're going to be fouling.
And here comes William Penn. Here's Clinton all the way to the rim, just like that.
Good move.
.4 seconds. A quick little basket there for William Penn. It's 79-76. Abdul Nasser able to inbound it to Folkerts. And Folkerts will go to the free throw line. 20.3 seconds. They added some time back on the clock.
I didn't think it was possible, but they somehow won up the first half in fouls.
Folkerts' first free throw is up and good. It's a two-possession game. Second free throw is also up and good. 81-76. And now here, William Penn trying to get a quick bucket. Got to the rim, but just could not convert. And William Penn will once again have to foul.
If they make these two free throws, they can almost all but seal it.
Yep, it'll be a three-possession game if they can hit both of these free throws. Both free throws are good by Iowa Central. 83-76. Timeout, William Penn with 14 seconds remaining. And then when you look at the score, you know, they got 7 points. It's a 7-point lead for Iowa Central, and I think you can shock this one up, and I think you give Iowa Central the win here.
I agree.
A valiant effort, though, by William Penn, though. They were down double digits. They kept able to fight back and able to keep fighting and keep this game close for most of the game. So a really good team, a really good JV team, too, as well. So, you know, they can make some lot of noise here in the next coming for the William Penn when they make varsity. Full court press here for Iowa Central. Trying to prevent a quick basket. Gleason gonna fire for three. It's no good, and Folkerts rebounds it, and that will do it. Your final score, Iowa Central 83, William Penn 76. And that will do it for us, ladies and gentlemen, from Hodges Fieldhouse. Once again, your final score, Iowa Central 83, William Penn 76. Thank you for watching us here on the Triton Nation Network. We'll see you next time here on Triton Nation Network.